Interesting on the rural to urban move, and there was all those numbers out there about the population continuing to grow. That has slowed and is actually going the other way. But that doesn't mean the housing crisis is gone. That doesn't mean we can take our eye off the prize. And I'm interested in your path. Where have you seen innovation in that space that's having an impact?
There's some really interesting stuff around standardized construction. So again, modularization, prefabrication. There's some of the standardization techniques that are coming into the housing market. As you say, there is this demand for affordable housing. We need a lot more affordable housing in every country around the world. There's a lot more people who need access to affordable housing, genuinely affordable housing, not just affordable that's got a label on it that's still a ridiculous price for most people. And there's been some really cool innovations with that. I think the problem with standardizing buildings to the same extent that we standardize our cars or our mobile phones is that culturally, people want unique buildings with character. They want identity. They want a sense of being, a sense of place. So you can't really standardize a building to the same extent as other objects in our society without creating kind of soulless neighborhoods or, places that people don't really want to live in that have bigger social impacts in a negative sense. So I think what's been quite clever with prefabrication is where they've been trying to get some of the benefits of mass production, of standardization, by moving much of the building process into factories, into prefabrication assembly lines, but with the ability still to customize those buildings and solutions to each individual site, taste, location that is, inevitable. Every single construction site in the world is different. Every architect is different. Every person buying a home is different. So I think it's been quite clever the way the industry's straddled that. They've gone for this component-based approach where the components of our buildings are standardized as far as possible, but you can still use those components to create something that is to an extent unique and desirable and fits with our cultural desire to have homes and houses that fit with a certain architectural style, wherever that may be in the world. I think that's been, that for me has been one of the most impressive innovations. We've found a way through. We've gone away from just kind of building the same house 1,000 times or 1,000,000 times over. We can now get some of those advantages, get some of those efficiencies at last, while still having houses we actually want to live in.
Yeah, no, you nailed it there. We had to change, and originally prefabrication was just 1,000 of the same thing, and it wasn't going to grow. It wasn't going to reach its true potential because people do use their homes differently, want to experience things differently, want to have a uniqueness, but the componentization of a lot of that is the critical piece. Like, how do we balance it? Because we waste a lot in the field. If we stick build everything and we stick build it perfectly differently every time, well, the first time you do anything is pretty much the worst time you do it. So we have to have some repeatability. We have to have that. And you're right, that change is cool. I mean, I've seen that in like hotels, well, I don't want my hotel bathroom to look like your hotel bathroom. But actually, when I stay in, and I just stayed in an A-loft, so there's a plug for them. I want no matter which room in that I'm in, I want it to look the same. I'm okay, but it's got to be custom. So now you can fabricate that. Now you can have your high-end bathroom, but you're going to do 40 of them because you got 40 hotel rooms. Cool. Now we can save a lot of time. We can save a lot of money. We can do a lot. So I fully agree with you there.